Welcome to episode 33 of Liquid Velvet Literature, where pants are never wrong and never right. Welcome to episode 33 of Liquid Velvet Literature here on Prose Radio. We began today with a quote by Dag Nasty. I really never got into that band, but there's a reason why we opened up with this quote or this lyric by that band. Today there was a through line. There was a thread in the posts I read that were requested today, and the thread goes from like lonely hearts to broken hearts. Right? And I don't care how tough you are, how old you are, how young you are, nothing fucking hurts worse than a broken heart. It's the worst thing in the world, and we've all been there. And I think apart from like your dog passing away or getting your heart broken, listen, I've had teeth knocked out in fights, I've had bones broken, I felt the worst fear imaginable to me, right? But nothing hurts worse than getting your heart fucking broken by somebody that you loved and you thought loved you. So that's kind of the theme I got today. And also a lot of this today is to reflecting kind of on the past, but also, I don't know, a lot of this is just fuel for my day. So without further ado, let's jump into episode 33. And this is Area Man with When I Was 17. I had a job removing asbestos, Tyvek suits, respirators, parolees, blacks, whites, open racism. Nobody gave a shit. We were too busy living the dream. Yes, we were. And this is BeulaDaisle by request. No surprise there. Not quite 9. In 1989, I awoke in Ladispoli. An inception of consciousness rose from the bed with me, disarming my sleep. Against dust with form and rhythmic quality, I tiptoed to the open balcony. Bums in the sewer sang in their sea-salted skin, while the Turanian nightfall aired, gasping from dream. I slumped my eyes over crumbs and a council of pigeons beneath. The timing and tone teased unrest from my heart, as I watched the galaxy part with its lights, enough for walls of the buildings to weep. While the sky opened its eye and stared right back into me, I went boom and swallowed it whole with the stink and perfume making gods on the point of the light in me. I grew a visceral fever right here, in between line breaks and stanzas, where time shows and reveals in a space my borrowed and drifting stages of wandering. That's really fucking good. Bunny says lovely, and LovelyNB says love this. LovelyNB is new. In fact, let's go to LovelyNB because I found a very short piece by this writer, and it just says, it doesn't come easy, not breaking. And again, there's a theme here. Thank you, by the way, LovelyNB. I've never featured you before, but this came in and I like this. It reminds me of a writer on here, a line I've actually stolen from this guy, this gentleman, Woods Tattoo. And he said, look delicious, never break. I love that. I love those two words. Look delicious, never break. Speaking of delicious. Ooh. Fuck yeah. Okay. And let's see. This one is going to be Huckleberry Who. And, I never read. I read him last video. A really just solid piece. And this is, well, no surprise, but this is in Romance and Erotica. I never read these. I should, though. Robot dating is the subject. The Robo-Ghost. The best thing about the internet dating sites is what they've done for her confidence. She used to think she was attractive, now she knows she is hot. Now she dresses hot, more revealing, while tight-roping on taller heels. She acts differently too now, but that is the worst thing about the internet dating sites, what they have done to her confidence. She only swipes on the best, and they always swipe back, always. She is hot, super hot. She must be. She is a princess. Doesn't a princess deserve the best? But dating is different these days. Men don't buy dinner anymore. Movies are a thing of the past. Dating is drinks now, always drinks. After 2, she's tipsy, not having eaten, tipsy enough to be silly and friendly, but guys like silly and friendly. She is proof. They like her. They always like her. After her 3rd drink, she wants to dance. They accommodate her. Why not? Dancing is cheap enough. There are more drinks at the club, and the pounding rhythmic music she craves, and sensual hypnotic gyrations. She finds herself all in every time. After all, he is tall, nicely dressed, and he smells fantastic. They all smell fantastic, don't they? Those most desirable guys in the dating apps, she could smell them all night, and she usually does. There are mirrors at the club. She looks hot in the mirrors. So does he. She knows this because she sees other women looking. They'll even pass him a napkin when her head is turned, forgetting the mirrors. This is okay, though. She doesn't mind. She wants them to want him. Why not? She is super hot. His eyes are only for her, and she knows it. She likes it. He knows where this night is heading, where she is leading it. Besides, would she even want him if no other women did? No, of course not. In fact, their interest fuels her and excites her, so that she dances closer, backing herself against him, arching her back, watching herself in the mirror, moving to the music, fueling his excitement. And he is excited. She can feel his excitement. And she is hot. She can feel this too, and knowing she is fuels her. And the sex is always fantastic, always, what she can remember of it. And there is always sex, and always at his place, always. But somehow on the Uber ride home, she never feels hot. She never looks hot, not ever. What she looks in the morning light, and what she feels, is washed out and ran through, but no worries, the feeling never lasts. He won't call her again. That is dating today, for those like her, stuck in the robotic grind. But next weekend she'll swipe on another. As always, it will be another match. She is hot, so she puts the dress back on, the really tiny one, and the shoes, the really big ones, and she tells herself how hot she looks as she goes to meet this new guy for drinks. Dr. Semicolon says, "Yep, you nailed our new age post-COVID death cinema. Alcohol's legal for everyone of age for sex times, until inflation makes the drinks unaffordable and we just pay for the sex from those who are selling it in so many ways." Yep. Wow, this is, again, Huck, thanks for this. This is great. And I just like the way you can just, you can feel what he's feeling. This is really good. And this is LDW with Babel. Once upon a yesteryear, my size 3 steps were but youth's aching metronome and vibratory pulse. Afoot in our day-glow playground, a vacuous rendezvous, an atom bomb of impish haunt. Do you hear our faded ricochet that held imprints from Babel to Babel? As oblivion's snow-white noise clapped out peals of static and canned laughter, when a man, long since dead, yelled, "Howdy doody time?" And we charred the page with our snapshot flash, flame-licked lightning, a memorial to the poetry of our animatic dance. We were once black riders of the Technicolor age, too young to die, too young to fade. Do you hear our faded ricochet as the gloaming eats the light, while the murmurs rattling Saturn's cage hang halos in the night? Memory's weeping willow eyes drop their anchor lids aground, as patchwork quilted souls of time are lost and never found. For ashes are but derelict heirlooms turned kilter upside down, and our childhood in Babel sleeps hushed on fallow ground. That's really good. You know, I normally don't take to rhymers like that, and this is really well done, LDW. That rhymer kind of sneaked up on me, didn't it? But it was classical and beautiful, and Andy Betts says, "Beautiful, thanks, Andy Betts." And LDW says, "Thank you so much, XX." Yeah, and thank you so much, LDW. That was beautiful. Beautiful today. These pieces, these requests they're fucking gorgeous, right? That's a weird word to use for writing, but this was fucking gorgeous. My God. And I think, is that it? Nope, one more. This is BurialandUtopia. So you know it's going to be good. And this is called Seventh Sky to close the show. I am in a village with some priests. There sits between us a black dog with a pus-filled lump. There is nothing in sight but mounds of mud. All of a sudden, the priests have begun to clap in unison. They're thumping their feet, and his years-old lump just burst. There was a shower of pus amidst a spectacle of prayer, of miracle. This black dog puts his tongue in a water bowl. The priest bathes him with saffron, and he runs and curls in the vast, vast mud. Yeah. What did I say? Gorgeous. Thank you, BurialandUtopia. Let me get out of this. And that's going to wrap today. Thank you for being here, and thank you again to the talent featured on the show today to make number 33. And what else? I'm just really blown away by the level of writing today on the request. I mean, it's always good, but there was just something connected about all these pieces that were just randomly thrown together. And so, to all the talent who created those, thank you. And I'm going to get out of here, but before I go, if you like to read or write, go to thepros.com, read or write, inspire, be inspired. In case you haven't noticed, the world needs your work now more than ever. So give us your work. And I'm going to get out of here again. I have to get out of here. So I will talk to you in a new video. And as always, take good care.